Gluten morning! Welcome back to my little bakery. I hope you're having a lovely day, but it's okay if you're not. Hopefully this will make it a little better. Today is a prep day, so I'm either making everything ready to be baked tomorrow or even baking some things today, which will be even better by tomorrow, like these tahini brownies. I think hot butter is one of my favourite smells. About 6 months ago, I decided to take a break from social media, and I really didn't think anyone would notice. But since coming back and doing a couple videos, I just want to say thank you so much for all your lovely comments. They mean a lot to me. The reason why I took a break was, well, if I'm honest, I got a little bit lost. I love baking and being a baker, and I also love making videos, but being an influencer or content creator really confused me. I think influencers and content creators are incredible, but it's never something I set out to be. My videos started to get hundreds of lovely comments underneath, which I really appreciated, but I wanted to get back to every single one. Doing this alongside the bakery felt really overwhelming, and I became so tired I started losing my love of baking. I decided to take a little break and focus on the other things that made me feel like me, like running my not-for-profit or being with friends and family and going on little adventures. Although I got to do so many different things on my break, it also made me realise how much I love baking and creating. So this is actually my first time making cheese and pickle scones, so I'm going to take one to bake now, just, to taste test it. It's very important to taste test things, especially when you're a bit peckish. It actually turned out way better than I thought, because I didn't even rest this one. The others are going in the fridge to rest. So the butter will get really cold and then the scone will be even flakier. But this I just put it straight in the oven. But it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. Oh my god, it looks so good. I think it's a solid 9 out of 10. I guess I'm not exactly sure what I'm saying in this video, apart from I'm really happy to be back making these little videos for you and for me, just to share my joy of baking, and that it's the joy that I need to prioritise. So I probably won't be able to get back to your comments and lovely messages, at least not all of them, but know that I really appreciate them. Anyway, back onto the baking. This is me laminating the croissant dough, which is effectively just a sheet of butter in between a blob of dough that you roll out about 6 times to create all those flaky layers. The chocolate and pistachio buns are probably my favourite at the moment. I mean, my favourite changes at least once a week, but at the moment they are my favourite. I'll also be doing cinnamon buns and Chelsea buns this week, but I didn't get a chance to film those. All the buns go into the fridge overnight to chill, so then in the morning I can bake them straight away. It smells so good. I think cardamom is one of the most underrated spices of all time, and I am happy to stand by that statement. I'm actually going to go one further. I personally think it's better than cinnamon. Oh my god, I know. So I just trimmed the end of the croissant dough. Wait, I'll show you. This is just the trimmed end of the almond and cardamom croissant, but look at all those layers of butter and dough. Ooh. Anyway, it makes me way too excited. This is the white sourdough, but I'm also doing wholemeal and olive and miso and sesame and some focaccia. But you're just going to see the white this week. There is honestly no need for me to do this, I just find it very fun. Just like the buns and the pastries, these also go into the walk-in fridge to then be baked in the morning. Last thing I do is I prep the ovens for the next day and then clean. It is so cold at the moment and I'm definitely not in enough layers. I think it takes me a good 2 hours in the morning to fully wake up. This is me in my half sleep state. The first thing I do is get everything out of the walk-in fridge. I don't have a proofer for any of the pastries or buns, so instead I put them into the convection oven with a tray of hot water underneath and at a low temperature. If I'm honest, I'm actually quite emotionally attached to this oven. I think it's the early mornings, just the two of us. We formed a bond. Once I proved all the pastries in the convection oven at a low temperature, I take them all out and then I turn up the convection oven to then bake them. This sounds a little bit stupid, but I used to feel really insecure that not all my loaves looked identical like they do in the fancy bakeries. But I've kind of learnt to love that, and now when my customers come in, they all ask for different things anyway. Some like them dark crusted, some like them light, some like them with ears, some like them without. It's all just personal. Finally, once everything is cooled, we load it all up into boxes and racks. And then we drive it over to our little stall. Lovely. Oh, Thank you for watching.